Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, it's our first real snowstorm of the year. It's January 31st. Yeah, it's a Sunday, January 31st. And we've actually got some snow, and it's supposed to be blowing pretty good. So I'm going to go out and clear out the driveway just to get started before I do any running over it with a car or truck. That way I can clean it right down to the tarmac, down to the asphalt, and have a much better chance of keeping it that way. Now, I don't expect it to be snow knee-deep on a tall Indian, but it's a lot easier to do it in slow stages and small amounts than it is to try and get it all at once when it's packed up really deep. So, that's our project for this morning. We're not anywhere near as much snow as Gator and Mike up at Grampy's workshop get. The funny thing is, Gator is about the same latitude that we are, but I think he's a little closer to the lake. We're about 40 miles from Lake Michigan, and the westerly wind blows across Lake Michigan, and we do get lake effect snow here in Kalamazoo. But since we're 8 miles further west, or excuse me, 8 miles further east from the lake than Kalamazoo is, we don't get quite as much, and we're a little higher elevation. Yeah, that's the way the river runs, you know. The river runs towards Kalamazoo, and we're up at Gull Lake, and the water from Gull Lake drains down into the Kalamazoo River and then runs on over to Kalamazoo. So we're up higher than than Kalamazoo, so we get a little different weather. Not much, tiny bit. So first thing I got to do is I got to move the car forward so that I can get the snowblower out, and then I'll go out and blow snow. Sadie's outside running around getting all covered with snow, and she's having a great time. Are you a running dog? Well, run. Where are you going? Are you a running dog? You better run. You better run. You want to go in the house? All done? Okay. I'm cold, Dad. I don't want to be out here running. I have too much stuff in the garage. One of the things I like about this snow thrower is this primer. I give it 10 shots. I don't know if it always needs 10 shots, but that's what I do. This snow shovel is really great. The design of the handle makes all the difference. And it's got a steel, called the steel core, made by Suncast. Nice big D-ring to grab a hold of. The bend in it makes it so that I don't have to bend over to pick snow up. Saves a lot of trouble for my back. Back when Ryan bought his house on Gull Road, I bought him one of these for Christmas. Thinking that he needed a snow shovel. He was using a scoop shovel. Scoop shovel, you got to bend way down to get the snow picked up. Well, after I got him his, he was still living in our house for a little while. So his snow shovel hung out in the garage, and I used it a couple times, and I said, man, I got to get me one. So I went back to buy another one. They were gone. There wasn't any for 2 years. Every time they came out, they just disappeared. So finally, I was in Walmart, and they had some of these hanging on the wall, and I bought it. Loved it ever since. Well, Mike, we don't have as much snow as you do, but I have fun throwing it around. And Gator, your blower's a lot better than mine. A lot bigger. But then, I don't have a lot of room in the garage. You can see I need to use a little bit of grease and a shoehorn to get the truck inside. So, the little Toro works pretty good. One of the things you'll notice that I do is I put a piece of wood underneath the front edge of it. The bottom runners drag on the ground and they get the paint knocked off of them. And I noticed that they were rusting. You can see a little bit of the rust here on the floor. So putting them up on the little 1x2 there means that even though the snow melts off of it, because the garage picks up heat from the house and stays up above freezing most of the time. The snow melts off, water runs down, puddles on the concrete, but doesn't rust onto the concrete. The snow thrower doesn't rust onto the concrete. So, very happy with it, and I got that job done. Now it's on to the next one.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.